Hello. How's everyone? Hope you're doing good. I have my hair looks like it's green around my head. Let me see if everything's. I'll probably turn this off because it's coming through a little bit. Oh, it looks all right actually. Yeah, everything's coming through good from my end. I hope you guys are doing good. And it's just got dark here. We haven't had our daylight savings yet. We have it in like two weeks, I think. But you guys in the US had yours, didn't you? This weekend. So yeah, once it does daylight savings here, it starts to get really, really bright. Because in like May, June, oh my gosh, it's light here until like nearly 11 o'clock at night, and then it gets light at like 3 a.m. Yeah, I was trying to find a good picture of like from Bet's house, but this is like I don't know, I'll have to have a proper look because I've been really, really oh, actually my mic is blending in too. Um it's been really, 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 really busy. Um Crazy for me. So, yeah, I, haven't been able to go looking for green screen pictures. Literally, l I'm working, like, 7 days a week, and then last night I had this big, like, pitch thing to all these doctors, so I was there till, like, 8, 9 o'clock. So I am tired. And then I was looking at you guys know that I'm going to Laurel's show in July, and in May, I'm going to Ireland for my nana's thing, and then I'm going to England because my sister from America is coming over, and then I also have a wedding. So I think I'm only at home, like, 1 week in May. So, it's just as well it's May because then, they go back to filming in June, so I'm lucky it's not June. So, yeah, what's been going on? It's been so quiet because not only is nothing happening Elwood wise, I saw some pictures the other day on one of the writers' Instagrams, but I wasn't sure whether it was like actual they were in the writing room or it was like somewhere else. So I was a bit like, I still haven't decided which one. And yeah, no, honestly, and this week and last week I didn't do a Station 19 video because last week there was like no scenes with them, and then this week it was like super, super short, super short. So I did the Kai and Amelia one mainly because I know that there aren't really a lot of other people covering them, and people in other countries especially, or people that don't have ABC don't get to see them. So I'm definitely going to be covering them this week. So it looks like they go on like a date, and I don't know what to do about the JB thing because last week I did it because I thought it was funny about, the character being so much like Bet, and I was just had a bit of time on Friday and I just did both those videos back to back, and it was just I just thought it was funny. But I don't know how I probably am not gonna cover like ever because, it'll be the same joke. She's like that Porter, because I don't follow the show, so and I wonder how much more she's gonna be in it. Oh, hey, Vicky. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm hungry too. You need send me, float me something over on a plate. Yeah, there was some people who really didn't get the joke that I was making. Like there's some people, but like as I've said many many times, the number one thing you have to accept whenever you decide to do YouTube is that you are never going to please everyone, or everyone's not going to understand what you're doing. Because there was someone that was like really aggressively angry and like was saying to me that like I was overreacting, and I'm like, do you really think I'm being serious? So yeah, there's some really 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 unbelievable people on on here sometimes. Yeah, so there's that, and then I was kinda hoping too that Leisha and maybe they'll talk a bit more when filming starts, but, like, with their podcast, I was thinking, maybe we'll get something with them, but they've barely said anything, and I'm a bit behind in Pant's podcasts at the moment because I keep saying this, like, I just would love if they did the podcast like Office Ladies, Jenna and Angela from The Office, because they don't like they very loosely, they're like, "Oh, okay, we're going to talk about this scene," but they don't talk about what happens in the episode because they know that we've all seen, they're great. They talk about like how they film things and like the guest stars, and like to me it's so interesting. So I wish they'd do that a bit more. Oh yeah, Carol, very very thick. I've got better actually since being on YouTube. I think that it's really really improved my what I can take. Cause yeah, I and it is weird because it's like no matter how many if you see like one horrible thing and like 10 positive, for some reason that horrible one always gets like stuck in your craw, but it's like, you know, you just need to let it go. Brittany, 100%, 100%, I agree with what you said. Yeah, and that is why I love The Office. I think it's a great show, and what I really love about the Jenna and Angela that do it, I've always Angela's like one of my favorite characters on The Office, but I love how they not only love the show, but they just seem so I don't even know what the right wording is, like, they just seem so grateful for their careers, for their fans. I love the way they're always so upbeat and, like, so, that they obviously have, like, a great relationship too. I have already pre-ordered their book. I people like that, I'm not one of these people that's like, "You need to go buy this and that and blah, blah, and support these people," because all these people have enough money. But I really anytime they're voting in something, I vote for them, and I'm, not one that does that for everything because I just think they do a great, great job with that show. And they're so genuine, they're so down to earth and humble. And honestly, I think that they are some of the best celebrities out there, like, because you don't even think of them as celebrities when they're on like, they were on the most popular show of the last at least 20 years. They're honestly two of like my favorites. I absolutely I love their I listen to their podcast every single week, like straight away when it comes out because it's so good. Oh yeah, I saw about that actually. It was even on the news over here. about the West Point kids. Yes, and, that's right, Jane. Melanie Linsky won, and also another show, I didn't really cover it too much, but I love it. Succession, Kieran Culkin won as well, and Kristen Stewart won too. I really think maybe we should do a thing on the channel like a, um hmm, the Oscars is it next week? It's soon. Let me look it up. And the because you guys know that room that I filmed in before at my dad's, the one I did my coming out Showtime video in it. It's got like the drinks at Dana's. I used to make the drinks at Dana's in his bar because there's like a bar and then he has like a big like projector thing. It's like a little cinema room and it's like cool chairs and stuff. And my dad and I always do like bets on the Oscars, like not for a lot of money or anything. It's just fun. And it would be really fun if we did like a live and I could do it with my dad. My dad is really funny. Um Maybe I could do something like that on the Sunday. Oh, thanks, Nikki. Yeah, the 27th. I can remember it was 20th or 27th, but um thoughts? Let me do a poll. Oscars live. It would have to. I guess it would. Yeah, it would be a little bit later, but it wouldn't be as bad here because we wouldn't have had. Oh, maybe we have daylight savings that week. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. No, I was doing a poll about the Oscar, whether she went Oscars live. About the news about Eileen. It's the same stuff that I because no one said anything for a fact, I wouldn't really, you know, put too much out there. I did hear from like a pretty reliable source that she was fired. So I just think it's so weird that they didn't wait till the end of the season. But if you go to Reddit, they have pretty much the same thing that I was told. I think Coda's won like a bunch of other stuff though, so I think they still have a good shot. I do think Kristen Stewart is going to get because I just don't see anyone else that could beat her. I do really like Jessica Chastain, and that the Eyes of Tammy Faye really didn't get a lot of publicity or anything, but I think that Kristen Stewart will win. Reddit L word. It might be on Law and Order too. I only look at the L word one, and like other ones, but I don't look at the Law and Order one. Sky always has it. Nerves, yeah. I I think it might be like you have to put, because Sky, it's always like, I think it's on one of the paid channels, or because I always remember going to my dad's to watch it because, but Hulu and stuff will show it too. If you use my VPN link, you should be able to use the VPN too. Oh, I didn't know that it was a remake. Coda. That's cool. Yep. So Miss G is in bed. Just changed the bedclothes. So of course it took me like 20 minutes because G is like jumping under the sheet on every layer, jumping around, and then she basically is like flat out in the middle of the bed now. Actually, let me. Where's my phone? Oh, I remember I think they said something about the ratings, and it's weird because it's only the second season too. Oh, here it is. Organized crime loses 1 to 1.5 million viewers at the end of SVU, and more viewers were abandoning it because they couldn't figure it out or just didn't like it. I would not know about it only because Eileen Chaikin's the showrunner. That's the only way that I knew about it because I mean, when I lived in America, and I think it was like TNT or something or TBS used to always show SVU, and like sometimes my sisters and I would, like if you had like a day off school or something, or it was like a Sunday, we used to watch like all the SVUs in a row or something. But it's not a show that I'd ever go out and actively like watch new episodes. So and then there's so many of them too. I know there was like a California one and of all the other. I always want to call the organized crime one Criminal Intent for some reason too, but I don't think that one's on anymore. Yeah, and a lot of people, like what Carol said there about the state, but a lot of people were saying that it didn't seem to, and then again, I don't watch the show, so the only thing I've seen is the episode JB was in, but lots of people were saying that it didn't really seem to have like some sort of grounded storyline, like it just seemed to be all over the show. So it's very, very strange because Eileen Chaikin too, like she's been in this exclusive deal with Fox for ages and nothing's really come like if she knew at the end of this that like she'd be on see, I want to call it criminal intent again, on organized crime for less than a year, and she'd have the choice to go back and work on Gen Q. I mean, surely you'd pick be on Gen Q rather than just be in an exclusive agreement and do half a season of Law and Order, but obviously she didn't know that when she signed up. But because I know some people think that, all these things are being put through Eileen, and Eileen has like no involvement with Generation Q. I mean, she goes to like the watch party as like a, support thing, but she's not there on set. She's not making decisions. because the on like, I know she has the name in the credits, but, like, that's just a contract thing. Like, those people like, you think about the 2 guys, Joe Segal and I can't remember the other one, who created Superman. I mean, they have been dead for 30 years, I think, and they still on every episode of Smallville, on every, Man of Steel, Justice League, they are in the credits just because of the way the contract is done. So, if Generation Q went on for 20 years, Eileen would still have her name in the credits with, Kathy Greenberg. I didn't watch Empire, but I knew a couple of people who worked on Empire, and I had, like, some friends who watched it, and they all said to me that it was good when Eileen was on it, and when she left is when it got bad. Yeah, the TNT marathons. Yeah, that's going on a lot. Like, I remember doing that when I was, like, in college or university, like, those TNT marathons have been on forever. No, I haven't watched Swamp Thing, actually. I keep meaning to because I need some shows. I actually got a Fire Stick the other day, and I've been, like, catching up on some things that because I do like the CW. I don't really watch them that much anymore because I think they've all gone a bit, like, jump the shark, but I really did like Supergirl, even though they were super, super queer baited, and I like The Flash and Arrow too. Yeah, I remember it was only the 1 season though, yeah, that's right. So, I don't know. And I wonder when because, like, Steffi's been filming that thing with, Kate Mara, and I wonder when that's gonna come out because they haven't really given any indication, but that looks good. I really like Kate Mara too, so I'm definitely gonna watch that. I'll probably cover it on the channel because there's not tons. Yeah, the Fire Stick's really good. I tried to watch The Wilds on Friday and I just, like, couldn't. I only tried, like, 1 episode, the first episode, but I just couldn't get into it, but maybe it's just because I was tired. I don't watch Kill I saw the first season of Killing Eve, but I haven't been up to date. I know lots of the people like, the people that I interact with in L-word Twitter, they a lot of them watch Killing Eve. I don't know. There's so many shows at the moment that I mean, there's so few shows at the moment that have anything for us in it. Like, I've told you this guys this before, but that group that we have with like Amanda, Alex, Evelyn, that there's just so few women loving women things to talk about. They need to seriously get it together over at Station 19. Okay, I'm gonna have to give the Wilds another go. Yeah, I mean Gen Q filming is not starting till June, and it's like halfway through March. So we definitely won't hear really anything until June. And even then, like, normally the beginning of the season is a lot of like getting costume and all that stuff. So I don't know. I would expect maybe around the end of June, July to start to hear any sort of casting news, because I went back through like my old videos and old posts a lot last week, and I was trying to make like a rough timeline in my head of it, which is difficult too because there's obviously like COVID was still really bad then. But the Rosie and so Rosie Griffin Dunn and Donald Face and all that stuff came out in like just before Christmas because it was one of my advent calendar videos, and they went back in November. So yeah, probably around July is when we'll start hearing. We might hear a little bit before that if we find out about Rosie and Vanessa Williams. Who else? Oh, Donald Faison, because he's on Legends of Tomorrow right now, but they always finish filming. They'll be finishing filming next month probably, so he will be free over the summer. Yeah, Mayor of Easttown was really good. I like that show. Oh my gosh, yeah. Can Showtime get it together this this time and actually do some promotional pictures and videos? Last season 2, there was literally like 2 weeks before the season started. Remember they all had that, they were all just one picture of each of them with that like blue velvety background. And then they had that one video with Jack had the camera going around set, and then the best one was that little one where they all went up to them and they were like, "Tina's engaged? What the hell?" Like, that was good. And they are capable of these things, but it's like they just don't wanna coast along or something. That's why I'm like, it's like this the whole thing with whenever they asked me to do that National Coming Out Day thing, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Gigi and Finley are gonna tell like their coming out stories," and then nothing happened. Oh, I used to love Charmed, but I can't watch that remake. It's like Roswell. Like I absolutely loved Roswell, and I have really tried to watch the new one, but it's brutal. Oh my god. Every end of our message exchanges, I'm like, "So when am I coming?" She never says anything. But yeah. My hair. Oh, thanks. It needs a wash. My hair is like an animal's hair. Like I have to wash it like every other or every I can get away with 3 days sometimes. But my hair is like, like a horse's tail. It doesn't feel like human hair. It feels like animal hair. It was my mom had animal hair too, and one of my sisters does. What else is happening? I've booked everything for Laurel's show, the hotel and the flights. And then, like I was saying, oh, I'm going to be in England and Ireland a lot in May. Yeah, it's like an animal. Yeah, Beth, you can get on that anytime you want. Um, SXSW in Austin? Dunno. When is it? I haven't heard anyone talk about it. I know I'll probably have, soon tickets for Girls in Wonderland. I always wanna call it Girls Gone Wild. I think I'm losing my mind, or what's left of it anyway. The Girls in Wonderland thing that remember I gave away tickets before? It's in Florida, in Orlando, and I think it's the first week in June, and they asked me to, like, set them up with, people from the show, but I don't know whether they'll be able to go because they start filming quite soon after, but anyway, there's lots of, Tampa Bays going, but, anyway, it looks like fun. Like, I would definitely go if I was in Florida, but hopefully I'll have some tickets to give away soon. South by Southwest Music Festival. Hmm, dunno. Don't know. Let me see what the poll said. I will try. I'll see, yeah. Mm. Oh, I put a new video up on my second channel if anybody's looking for something to watch, because I'll be covering this on Thursday. No, 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 Friday. Friday. The new Apple series We Crashed comes out, and the people that are in it, Adam Newman and Rebecca Newman, that like Anne Hathaway and Jared Leto, they're playing them. The woman, Rebecca Newman, is Kate's cousin. And they're like, this is going to be a really big series. And I really think a lot of people will be talking about it because it's really crazy, the story of what happened. And there's a documentary on Hulu. And in when they're talking and like giving Rebecca's backstory, because obviously she's like Gwyneth Paltrow's cousin too. They don't mention Kate, but they show like a picture of Kate and her, and it's funny because I don't think anybody realized that like who Kate is. So yeah, I don't know. I I just think people will be interested and looking into what's going on with them because it's really, really, really awful what they did. And if you want to know more, go to my second channel. But I think I'm going to call it early, guys, because I am absolutely starving. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what to whether to move the lives back to the weekends now, or if you have any really strong feelings about it, let me know in the comments because just I mean Monday's a fine day, but um I just know that it's not a day that could be working great for other people. And the other thing is like just because things are so slow at the moment, there's not, huge amounts to talk about. But I do really like doing the live, so I'll always be still doing them. But when um when filming starts again, we'll be we won't be shutting up. So I hope that everyone has a good rest of their Monday. And yeah, Sunday's normally good. And oh, lucky Vicky. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your Monday and all the daylight savings people have recovered. And yeah, have a think. I'm gonna be trying to put out as many videos as I can because on the second channel I'm doing the dropout, and then we crashed as well. Bye, Carol. And I'm just trying to keep up with everything too. So if I'm not as responsive to comments and stuff too, it's just because my real job is quite busy at the moment too. So I'd rather use the time to put the videos out so that I can catch up with them later if you know me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I will be back with the lesbian news. I'm gonna try and get it out tomorrow. I just have a couple of meetings, so at the latest it will be Wednesday, but it's definitely be out. And then the dropout on Thursday on my second channel. Friday, definitely be Grace this week because Kai and Amelia seem to be going on a date. And then hopefully we crashed on my second channel too. And then I am working on another Bet and Tina video as well. So if you could do me a tiny little favor and make sure that you like the video and make sure you're subscribed too, because that helps me immensely, immensely, immensely. And all my social media, podcast, lives, everything is linked down below. Jane, thanks for coming then. And have a great week. I'll be back soon, of course. I love you so much. Be safe, be good, and look forward to June when we will be Hawkeye stalking from afar the set. So have a good week, guys. Miss G and I love you very much. Bye.